Hello students. Today we are going to discuss about classification of protein. We have already studied what are proteins and what are types of proteins. So proteins can be classified into three types: simple protein, conjugated proteins and derived proteins. I repeat, simple, conjugated and derived. Simple protein on hydrolysis they yield only amino acids. That is, they are made up of only amino acids. But conjugated protein, along with amino acid, they have a non-protein part called as prosthetic group or prosthetic part. So conjugate protein, I repeat again, they have a non-protein part called as a prosthetic part along with amino acids. Derived proteins are not found in nature in plant cell or animal cell directly. They are derived later either from simple or conjugated proteins. Simple proteins are soluble in water, they dissolve in water. Examples: histones. We very well know histones. Histones are present in the chromatin network along with the DNA, nucleic acids. When we heat these histones, they do not coagulate. So histones are example of simple protein. Even albumin found in egg, found in blood, this is a simple protein, but if you heat albumin, it will coagulate. You might have experienced this when you are heating the albumin inside the egg on a pan. It coagulates, forming the omelette. So it is albumin is a simple protein which coagulates on heating. Another example of simple protein is legumelin. It is found in the leguminous plants, the legumes. So this is about the simple proteins. Conjugate proteins are found in brain, found in plasma membrane and milk. The hemoglobin, it is also an example of a conjugate protein. We very well know it has the prosthetic part, heme or iron along with the globin. Glycoproteins, they have glucose or carbohydrates associated with protein. Mucoprotein, present in the mucin of the saliva, it is also an example of conjugate protein. Heparin, found in our blood, which is an anticoagulatory agent, it is also an example of a conjugate protein. Nucleoproteins are present in nucleic acids. They are also with prosthetic groups. So these are different examples of conjugate proteins. Derived proteins, they are not found in nature. They are derived from native proteins after hydrolysis. For example, peptones. When we eat proteins, these proteins are digested in our stomach in the hydrochloric, in the acidic medium by the hydrochloric acid, and peptones are derived. Peptones are formed. Thus, it is a derived protein. Second example, fibrins. Fibrin is derived from fibrinogen when there is a process of blood clotting occurring at the site of the injury or a wound. So it is a derived protein. Similarly, metaproteins. So this is all about the three types of proteins: simple, conjugate and derived proteins. Now let us see types of protein based on their functions. So first, let us talk about enzymes. All the enzymes present in our body are chains of amino acids, so they are protein in nature. Then we talk about hormones. Not all hormones, but certain hormones, few hormones like the growth hormone, the insulin which is secreted by pancreas, the ACTH, the adenocorticotrophic hormone secreted by pituitary, which is acting on the adrenal cortex. All these hormones are protein in nature. Of course, all hormones are not protein. Few hormones are protein in nature. They also act as structural components. Structural proteins such as keratin forming or present in the hair, osine present in the matrix of the bone, chondrin present in the cartilage. So there they form the structural protein. Let us talk about the next type of protein, contractile protein present in muscles, actin and myosin. Found in the skeletal muscles, found in the cardiac muscles. They are bringing about contraction and relaxation of the muscles, and because of which we are able to carry out movement. So these are contractile proteins. Transport proteins, myoglobin present in the muscles, hemoglobin present in the red blood cells, red blood corpuscles. They are carrying, transporting carbon dioxide and oxygen to and fro from the lungs, alveoli to the cells, tissues, and back again. So these are transport proteins. And now, most important, defensive proteins. Thrombin. Thrombin is a defensive protein. We know that this thrombin only it is formed from prothrombin, and this thrombin is then converting the fibrinogen to fibrin. Thus it helps in blood clotting. It is defensive protein. It is preventing unnecessary blood loss from a wound. Immunoglobulins, very 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 important. All the antibodies in our body, these are immunoglobulins, and they are protecting our body from different types of antigens, pathogens, bacteria, viruses. Thus they are forming defensive proteins. So students, I hope you have understood the types of proteins based on classification, simple, conjugate and derived, and also we studied different types of protein based on their function. In next video we will study about enzymes. Thank you.